Hey y'all, salute, welcome to Switching Lanes with Miss Parker. Miss Parker, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming through and rocking out with your girl, okay? Happy Tuesday for those that weren't here earlier. Salute everybody. Hit that like button for me. Turn on your notification bell so you won't miss a live. And say hello to your neighbor as you come in. Also, YouTube gives us an incentive for content creators when we go live. If you don't mind helping your girl reach her 10, it could be a 99-cent super sticker or super chat. Just help me reach my 10, guys. And salute everybody. Give me 1 second and stuff. I'm going to play my music and then I'm going to get to it.
Miss Parker, the YouTube star, lighting up the screen, you know who you are. Bringing news you can use and a laugh or two. She's got the facts, the fun, and the realest view. With a voice so smooth and a smile so bright, she's shining like a beacon in the darkest night. Deep dives on the stories that really matter. She's breaking it down, cutting through the chatter. Pop and stay a while, you'll feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone. With a heart so big and an attitude strong. Miss Parker's where you know you belong. She's an advocate, a friend, a voice for the unheard. Asking all the questions, never missing a word. Or a second to none. She's blazing like the sun. Miss Parker, the only one. She's got the news to amuse and the truth to reveal. Digging for the answers, keeping it real. For those who need a champion, she's standing tall. Fighting for justice, she's giving her all. With every upload, she's making a change. Bringing people together, no matter the range. So hit that subscribe, don't miss a beat. Miss Parker's got the content that can't be beat. Questions we all have, she's not afraid to ask. Uncovering the story, she's up to the task. With a laugh, a wink, and a spirit so true. Miss Parker's got the magic and she's sharing it with you. Pop and stay a while, you'll feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone. With a heart so big and an attitude strong. Miss Parker's where you know you belong. She's an advocate, a friend, a voice for the unheard. Asking all the questions, never missing a word. Or a second to none. She's blazing like the sun. Miss Parker, the only one. So here's to Miss Parker, the star of the show, bringing light to the world everywhere she goes. Tune in, stay tuned, you'll never be the same. Miss Parker, remember the name. Miss Parker, remember the name.
Just when you think that, y'all, I'm so sad right now. I am. Let me get my shout outs and I'll explain. Please don't forget to hit that like button as you come in. Turn on your notification bell so you won't miss a live. Say hey neighbor, hey sister. Grab your Switching Lanes membership. And again, I have a goal of, just need 5. Thank you guys, Soar. Hey boo. Hold on 1 second, Bree. Tanya, Soar, Miss 52, Jamie, Nicole, Drea, Noelle, Charlotte, Shalana, Portia, Barbie, Virtuous, Lori, The Full Life. What up, bruh? I hope all is well with you. Miss TT, Jordan, Cynthia, unavailable. Thank you, Drea, Martha, Nika, Tammy C, Sheikah, Charlotte's Web, Nika, Dale, love seeing her, what it do. Thank you, Tanya, Virtuous, Martha Goddess, PJ Mo. Okay, Jordan, Deidre. Thank you for the copyright, Nika Boo. Candy Incognito, Kenya, Miss TXT. Okay, Carol Wilder. Thank y'all for coming through. M. Gray, what it do? Thank you, Lori. Hey, Kenya, Miss Lady B. Goddess, Virtuous, thank you. Grisky, what it do? Bookies. Miami, what it do? Malik, hey. What's no? I'll get to that. A gift is a curse. What it do, Nisi Poo? T Lady, Miss TT, thank you. Malik, okay, I think I got everybody almost. Talanda, Valerie, hey, just be what it do. Y'all, this is my guest, Bree. Y'all welcome Bree. Make her feel welcome. Prayers up for Bree. Hey Martha, hey V. Kalila, how y'all doing? Bree, thank you so much for coming on and joining me. So one of my subscribers sent me a story on Instagram. And I was like, Miss Parker, can you please reach out to this young lady? This story is so sad. So instantly, your story captivated me, and I called you as soon as I read it because I was gonna find you. You hear me? Tucker Prince. Hey, so I said I gotta have her on the show. I gotta have her come tell her story. Bree, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and how we got here?
Yes. Okay, so um I currently live in Person County, that's Roxborough, North Carolina, and we're here today because I lost my son due to him being in DSS custody, and they're not giving me any answers on what happened to him. They're not giving me no reports. They're not giving me anything. So,
Tell us a little bit of stuff about Kimari's story. And I gotta fix his name in the title. I'm sorry, but can you run us, how this happened, how we get here?
what do you mean? How? What do you mean? Like,
The
how
for
did he get in
Yeah,
DSS custody?
yeah.
Okay, so I have six children in all. Um,
Take your time, Brie. I don't know if she got a phone call, guys. Okay, Talker Prince, she lives in your town, so I'm gonna need you, sister. I'm gonna need you um to help Brie Brie. Brie Brie, did you get a call? She might have got a call, guys. So we're gonna give her a second. Tamara, you're there too? Okay. So we got two sisters that can support. Yep, North Carolina definitely in the building. We in the building. Let me tell her to hit the link. She probably got a phone call. Y'all hit that like button for me as I. Oh, here she go. All right, Brie. Gotcha, Bookie.
I'm sorry, I had a phone call.
Girl, I don't know. I hate that it does that. That's the only thing about StreamYard. I hate when it gets to a phone call. So yeah.
And yeah, so
Oh
many
yeah.
people has been calling me, so I don't know if it might happen again. But if it do, is my phone been ringing nonstop.
Okay.
But back to what I was saying. Yes, last year I was in an altercation in my neighborhood. Something, petty, but they took upon themselves to call DSS on me, and that's how they end up coming into my home and removing my children. And that case is still ongoing. I'm still going to court for all of that stuff. But that's how Kimari got in the care of Letitia Lindsay. That was his foster care mom um, at the time. But
And how
yeah,
was visits with her and stuff, Brie? Did you ever get to get visits with the kids?
yes. Every week I seen them. Every week I had an hour visit at DSS. So I seen them. I have not missed a visit since June the 27th of 2024.
Mm. And what kind of person was she when you would meet her and things like that?
I mean, she gave off, you know, a normal, person. Her demeanor and stuff was okay. She stayed in contact with me at the beginning, like we used to talk and have conversations and stuff like that. But when she was not contacting me, like, say for instance, my daughter had got a boil and she did not let me know. One of the associates that she be talking to called me and was like, "Hey, Zariah just got rushed to the emergency room. I just want to let you know." And she was supposed to give me that information, not from someone else. So me and her had issues about that. So I stopped being in contact with her and just used social services just to whatever I needed to ask. I went through my caseworker after that. So yeah.
And did you talk to her about the bull? Like, why didn't you call me? Why would I have to hear it through a third party that my child's going
She
to the hospital?
was very nonchalant about it. Like she didn't have to tell me, but we had shared parenting. I have not lost custody of my children. I'm going to court for this because I'm under investigation of me being in a fight and my children being in a home while I'm outside in a fight. So
Mm.
I don't know why she didn't tell me. She never gave me an explanation. She never did.
So you mean to tell me that your kids are taken away because of you fighting outside?
Yes, ma'am.
This is crazy.
Not because I abused them, not because I left them alone for hours, not because they not getting treated right, all because I was outside and got in an altercation with like maybe like four people. I was jumped. I just want to let you know my video went viral on Facebook, and yeah, right outside my door at one
Oh my!
o'clock in the morning. Kids was in the house sleep.
Wow. I want to say I seen that. Do you still got that video,
Yes, I
Brie?
do. Yes, I
Let me
do.
let me get that video, Brie, please. They said,
Okay.
"Are your other children placed with this same woman?"
No, see, this is where it gets crazy. When they came into my home, they said, "Miss Morgan, we need to find someone that can come either stay in your home with you or you can go with them with your kids while you're under investigation." Due to me having so many kids and not that much of support, well, I didn't know I had this much support when it came behind my kids, but then I didn't have none. So I didn't have nobody that was willing to come here or I can go with all my children. So at that point, I had to split everyone up. Two went with their grandmother, one went with my aunt, and the other three was supposed to go with my grandmother, but DSS did not approve her. So at that time, they had to go in DSS custody. So those are the only three that are in DSS custody. The other three are not.
Mm. And that's crazy.
Yeah.
So for the ones that's asking, this is Brianna Morgan, and Brianna Morgan's child was in the custody of Princeton County, DCBS basically, and her child has been unalived, and she's not getting any answers.
Yes.
And so so first you say you didn't get anything, nobody said anything. When did you find out that your baby was even unalive, Brianna?
On Saturday at 12:40 p.m. I was at work and I got a phone call from Tyler Terry. She's the program manager at DSS. She called me and let me know that Miss Letitia found Kimari unresponsive and yeah, that he had passed away.
And when did he initially, what's on the report saying, what day did he actually Was
That's
did
my problem. I haven't seen no report. They're not giving me no report. They're saying that it's under investigation. Yeah, I have nothing.
this is crazy. This is wow.
It
Um,
definitely is a big wow and a big no no because I'm supposed to be able to know what happened to him. Even if it was an accident, I need to know something.
so we got a young lady on the panel
Hmm.
who fought at 1 o'clock in the morning, got gained, and they take her children. Because we fight so many cases over here, and this is not a reason. You get what I'm saying? I get parenting classes or something could have been passed down to you, but to split your children up and
Can
take
I
your
say
children,
something? I
yeah,
went and did parenting classes, got my certificate, and I admitted to them that I was trying to do the right thing. And so I told them, yes, I do smoke because that was in my report too that I was smoking marijuana. But I stopped. June 27th, I haven't smoked nothing. Nothing. I only had that one failed drug test. That's because I was smoking. After that, all my drug tests, I pass them. They've been cutting my hair, make me do random drug screens, and I always pass. That was my only two: me smoking marijuana and the parenting and supervision. But we cannot move on with my case with the supervision because my kids are not in the home, and then I'm going to court because I have three kids that are in DSS custody. So,
wow.
a mess.
Oh my goodness. I
Yeah.
mean, it's almost like damn if we don't, damn if we do. They're taking kids for all the wrong reasons. So what's
Yeah.
the case plan of when the kids were supposed to come back? It's been almost a year.
The case plan was basically supervision because they're saying that me being outside fighting while my kids was inside the home for the little 20 minutes that they was anything could have happened. So that's what they're going with. That's what's on my criminal paper or whatever. Neglect for leaving the kids unattended for 20 minutes.
So you get the call on Saturday,
Yeah.
and what happens after you get the call? Nothing.
Nothing. I get that call on Saturday. I ask her immediately, "Where's my baby? I want to see him. I'm coming. I'm coming." And her response is, "Well, he has already been transported to Raleigh to the medical examiners without me seeing him or anything first."
So you still haven't got to see your baby.
No,
Oh my God.
I still haven't seen my baby.
And this happened, you got the call May 25th.
May 24th.
May 20. This mother had got the call May 24th, you guys, and still has not got to see her child. And the crazy part is marijuana is legal here. Marijuana is legal here. I stay in the dispensary, so I know marijuana is legal here. So you still got your rights, and because
Yes.
this is so crazy, the system is so backwards. I mean, like I can't even fathom what you're really saying right now and stuff like that. So what? So they say, okay, he's been transported to the medical examiner in Raleigh. What happens next?
So after that, I get off the phone with her. I call a family member because at this point I'm shocked. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I needed someone to speak for me at that moment because I was just speechless on, getting that news because I was just, yeah. But anyway, so my cousin gets on the phone with her, and we're on three way, and she's asking questions like, "Well, can we get a timeline of what happened? What time was he found? Like, was he laying on his back? We want to know something." And she said, "Well, at this moment, I don't know." That was her words. "I don't know." So you didn't ask her, Letitia, what happened? Did anybody from DSS go out there to the home? No, they didn't. I found that out today by the investigator that no one from DSS came out that day. Yeah.
Sorry about that, Bree. Sorry about that. My computer cut out. Have you talked to her since?
No.
So, did you try to contact her?
Yes.
And what happened?
Nothing. She said she's gonna have to get back with me. That's
What
why
happened?
this morning I went to social services because yesterday was a holiday. They was closed. So today I got up, went up there this morning, and I spoke with the director of the whole Department of Social Services. And he also said right now he cannot give me any information because he don't have the information to give me.
Wait,
Yeah.
what you mean? Your baby is gone, and they saying they don't have nothing for you.
Yes, ma'am. They don't have nothing for me. They will call me.
So you go to the medical examiner, right?
Right.
And what happened?
They don't do visits. I wasn't allowed to see him. Wasn't allowed to see him, but he got his autopsy done yesterday. So his body is ready to be released, which I have already set that up, but I'm not, speaking on that where he get none of that right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where we're at with that.
And when they did they give you a copy of the autopsy report, or did they, how did it happen?
No, they did not. I would have to go do it through email to order for me to get the autopsy. I literally just got that text message like 20 minutes ago that's how I would be able to get it. The investigator has the autopsy report, which I sent you our conversation
Mm-hmm.
with the investigator. So yeah.
What did the investigators say to you, Bree?
He said basically the case is still in investigation, so that's why he will not be able to give me a copy of the report, and that they didn't see no like foul play, that the home was normal, but my child had bruises on his cheek, his chin, and temple.
Mm, mm. So do you
But
even know?
nothing that but he said that the doctor said it wasn't nothing that was trauma. I don't even remember the word that he said, but basically making it seem like he fell or something and he did it to himself.
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
No, right, no, no.
no. So, do you know if they're even under investigation? Was it a police report filed on your end?
On my end, no. I didn't know. I didn't know I could do that. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just being honest. I don't know. I'm just going with the flow. I'm getting information as I go and just going with that. I didn't
Yeah,
know that I can go down there and try to do my own police report. Now that we do have this autopsy back and y'all saying that my son had bruises on his face and stuff, I feel like something needs to be done.
yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna try to see if I can connect you with one of my sisters to see what we can actually have done. I'm gonna call her after this live. So the baby, young Kamari, how old was Kamari?
He
Bria,
he was
Brianna,
one. He was one.
Jesus.
1 years old.
They're trying to clean up this mess. She said, "Yeah, get it that way. That's correct. How the f is this legal? I'm trying to understand it, y'all. I can't wrap my head around it." She said they have everything she has. What do they mean? Um, are the remaining children still placed in the foster mother's care? How old is the baby? So the other children are still with their foster parents.
Okay, that's why I said it gets a little stupid because only two of them was placed with her, and those are my youngest two, Zariah and Kimari. Zariah is two, Kimari was one. My oldest son, which was the third person that was in DSS, he's with family. Everybody is with family but those two. They removed Zariah from out of her custody and put her with a whole nother stranger.
Why?
We asked them that today. They said they're going to look into some of my family, which we've been trying to do from day one. So yeah,
They said I wouldn't even
it,
trust the autopsy with them from this point. I need to see that baby to know what happened. Um, yeah, the baby was one. Kimari's one.
yeah,
Yeah,
I will be actually see him tomorrow, but it's I don't know if I'm going to be able to see. So this I don't know. I wanted to see him right then and there when they called me Saturday. I wanted to see him then. I shouldn't have to wait till I get funeral arrangements done and gotta go see him. There. I was supposed to see him that Saturday.
and your mother, I read where your mother got the foster care, she got approved for foster care. So why wasn't the kids placed where she was allowed to have foster care kids?
You're talking about my grandmother, right?
Your grandmother, who was approved for foster care.
Exactly. That's what we want to know. Why haven't y'all put them with her from the beginning? And the DSS would have never had custody of my children if y'all would have just let them go with her from the beginning. We don't know. They keep saying that she don't have her license. She just have the certificate. Well, come to find out, Miss Letitia license expired in February. So what's the
Mm,
difference? What's the difference?
mm. Yeah, it's something
We
going
are
on.
asking them for we are asking these same questions you asking me. I have been asking them this, and they're not giving me nothing. They're not giving me nothing. And it sucks because I just want to know what happened. And
Mm. Yeah, if anybody else knows any suggestions, he said Full Life said file a police report.
I am.
Hmm. They said they're so sorry, Bria just broke into tears. They're praying for you. Definitely throw some prayers up. Did Kimari have a favorite color? Brianna.
I would say like this sky blue.
Okay.
Like I feel like he was attracted to that color because he loved
Yep.
them balls, balloons, whatever. He would go to that color, sky blue.
Y'all throw up some blue hearts in the chat. Hashtag justice
For
for
Kimari.
Kimari, please. They said, did
I
he have
also
any?
I was just finna say that the medical issues. I think I can see your the comments down here popping up at the bottom. They're so neat too, by the way. But yes, no, he did not have any medical issues. But someone just sent me something that WRAL News put out a statement saying that he had medical issues. My child ain't have no medical issues. I have all his my chart records, everything. He was healthy. He was fine. Yes, he was born. He when he was born, he had a hernia. That ain't nothing. His that ain't nothing. He had surgery for that in December. He had follow up appointments after that surgery. He was everything was fine with that. No issues, no nothing.
They said get an attorney ASAP and civil rights representation because
Yes.
something is off.
Yep. I got that.
Okay, so she's on
Yep.
to that.
Yep.
So you set up news things and talk to anybody else?
Nope. I've not talked to nobody else other than the news and yeah, that's about it.
And when you talk to the news, how did it go? Like, what kind of questions did they ask you? What did you explain to them? Did you explain the same thing, kind of what you're saying
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, I explained the same thing to them like I'm explaining to you, and they just I'm just gonna keep on throwing it out there because something needs to be done about this. Like this is not right.
Mm. She said, "Look, the Full Life said they already made up a story. Yes, to even put that out there that her baby had medical problems,
No, he
and
did not.
she's like no, and not even being able to see her child yet. And this happened on the 24th. This is heartbreaking within itself to know that can
Now,
see if her house was dirty and she's on drugs and the
right,
kids is malnourished and things like that. When we see kids every day that should be taken for far more worse than they're left in the home,
exactly,
you know.
exactly.
And here we are. What they said? What count? What is this? What
Person
part of
County,
North Carolina?
Person County, Roxborough, North Carolina.
They said this could be prevented if they left him with his mom. Exactly,
Right.
Carla.
Can I also tell you another little piece of information that
Mhm.
the investigator it told me today, and I just want to let you know I record every conversation I have with the investigator, social service, all of that. Everything is recorded because I'm not playing with them. But anyways, the investigator said to me today that Letitia, which that's the foster parent, told him that on Friday, Kimari was very rowdy and not rowdy. Oh my God. I didn't mean to say that. Very fussy and wouldn't eat and didn't go to bed until 3 a.m. My
What?
question is, why didn't you take my child to urgent care, the emergency room or something, if you knew that he wasn't acting right that Friday? Not eating anything. If you would to see my baby, I know y'all see the pictures and videos. He always got some food in his hand, chips, cookies, whatever. He loved to eat. For him to not ate nothing that whole day and been fussy and then going to bed at 3 a.m. and you didn't think you should have took him to the hospital or anything, it's just crazy to me. And for you to tell social service something different, that he had a normal night.
So she told the investigators he didn't feel good. He was fussy, but she
Yeah.
told somebody else another story.
She told Tyler Terry, the program manager, that he had a normal night. Everything was fine.
Mm. So she automatically should be investigated because of the confliction in the stories anyway. So this
Right.
is what's kind of like she, I'm seeing foul play,
Yeah.
Brianna. Yeah, I'm seeing that she done something to your 1 year old baby, and a lot of times with these foster parents, they're really in it for the income, not so
Yes.
much of loving the child and caring for the child properly. And I know that from investigating a lot of stories, and it always ends up like this. And I want to talk to somebody that can really help you. And we do have some sisters in the county that's in the chat.
Mhm.
Um, is it okay if I share your number with them just so they can keep in contact and help you with whatever resources that they have? Because I'm gonna need my sisters, y'all. I need y'all. Um, talk with Prince. I need you to get on the phone tomorrow if you have time. If you can find Al Sharpton's number, anybody with the civil rights movement, boots to the ground with this one, because she is in y'all county. What's done in the dark will come to the light. These kids matter, their future. So for anybody that's in her county, if we can start utilizing, check my email. Okay, let me see. Oh, it might have been two. Okay, hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me call two real quick. Brianna, give me 1 second so I can see if this
Okay.
I have somebody that's gonna come up here. Okay, she has a more of a connection breed,
Okay.
and I want her to come up here. So this link is for Toot, you guys. Real quick. So let Toot hit the link. She wants to come up here. I just kind of ran down the story. So you tell her exactly what you told me to, Brianna. Okay, because
Okay.
she has more connections than me, and
Do you
hopefully
mind
she
if I
can.
turn my camera on and have my baby picture in the
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I just want his face on everything. Cause yeah, he was just too cute.
Mhm. Yeah, I fell in love all over again. Mm,
Yeah.
mm. Keep it right there too,
Okay.
Brianna. Keep it right there. Yeah, look at Kimari. 1 year old Kimari. We are here again with the horrible CPS decision to take her children due to a fight at 1 a.m. a year ago. Almost a year ago, 11 months ago. One failed drug test, and we're still here. No autopsy has been shown to this woman. No, nothing. Conflicting stories, nothing. Y'all drop nothing but blue hearts for me. Um, Here we go. Salute to
What's up, Miss Parker? What's
um
how you doing, darling? What's up?
Brianna.
Yes, I'm here.
This is Tutti, uncensored. She's a huge YouTube blogger on YouTube.
Okay.
And you go ahead and tell your story to her, please.
Hold on.
Okay. So basically, my son passed away Saturday in DSS custody, and they're not trying to give me any answers on anything on what happened. Like I'm getting nothing out of them. Absolutely nothing.
Give her a rundown of how this happened, how the kids even got where they was.
Oh, okay. So, last year in June, I was in an altercation out here in my neighborhood where I was jumped. But anyways, I got calls made on me that night and the next day. It was 7 phone calls in all. So they said that's why it was urgent for them to come out. So they came here. They asked me about it. I was just being completely honest with them, and they said, "Well, we're gonna have to have this under investigation, so we need to have you supervised with your children. Do you have anyone who can come stay with you, or you can go with them?" And due to me having six, I couldn't like do that right then and there. So that day they ended up putting three of them in their custody, and the other three was just with family, like they called TSPs, temporary placements, while I was going under the investigation. So yeah, that's how Kimari got with Miss Letitia. Yeah, due to that. She's a foster parent that's up here in Person County.
Okay. What you say is person kind? What city is this?
Roxborough.
Now,
And what was go
go
ahead
ahead.
to
So you were saying so now you have so you knew the lady who your baby was staying with at the time.
Yes, I didn't know her personally, but yes, we have met, and
Okay.
I have knew her previously from Durham. I've seen her before in Durham, but not as nothing that I would have her have my kids or nothing like that, watch them
Mhm.
or nothing. No.
and
Miss
tell
Parker.
Toot about your requirements that required you to do and things like that as far as trying to get the kids back.
Oh, they wanted me to do parenting classes, and they also wanted me to pass all random drug test screens, and they wanted me to do supervision. But I couldn't move on with the supervision because I have to have my children in the home in order for me to do that one. So that one is still, empty. But I completed my parenting classes, and I have not had not one, but that one failed drug test, which was June the 27th, is when I no June the 28th I went and did a drug test and I failed that, of course, but I haven't failed not now one since.
And when you say June 20th, you mean of last year, correct?
28th, yep, of 2024.
Now, how many parenting classes was you supposed to do complete before before, you know what I'm saying? Like, did you complete all parenting classes, or you had been doing every last one of them up until this incident?
No, I just had one session of parenting classes,
Okay.
like not session. It was like seven different types that I had to do.
Okay.
Seven categories in parenting classes, and I completed it. I got my certificate, gave them a copy of the certificate, and they put it in my file. And yeah,
Okay, now catch me up. So now the baby is with Mrs. Letitia. How
she
what so what I need to know when it went left. What happened?
okay. And I just want to be clear with that. Zariah and Kimari went with Letitia in November. Like they was with someone else and someone else before they got with Letitia.
Okay.
Like with three different people before they got with her.
Okay.
So what was your question again? I'm
So give
sorry.
me walk me through the events of how you found out your baby was no longer here.
Okay, so Saturday, I was at work and Miss Tyler Terry, she's the program manager up here at DSS Social Services. She called me
What's
and
her
she
name?
her name is Tyler Terry.
Okay.
She called me at 12:40 p.m. and she was like, "Hey Brianna, are you busy?" That's what's the first thing she said. "Are you busy?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm at work." I'm like, everything okay?" And she was like, "Can you step outside?" So I went outside. I'm like, "I'm outside." And then she goes and says, "Do you have any support or anything for you at work?" And I'm like, "No." And she like, "Well, can you sit down for me, please?" And I'm like, "Miss Tyler Terry, what's going on? Is everything okay?" And then that's when she said, "It's about Kimari." And then I lost it. I, because I just knew it had to been something bad for her to say all of that before she said it's about Kimari. So
Okay.
then I get back on the phone with her and I'm like, "What's going on with Kimari?" And that's when she said, Letitia found him unresponsive this morning. He passed away.
So you find that out. I mean, first of all, I don't know who gives some type of news like that over the
Over
phone.
the phone.
That is blowing the fuck out of me right now. But anyway, so what did Letitia ever say that Kimari was having any issues prior to being found unresponsive, or just one day she wakes up and his baby ain't responsive?
I got a report today from Sergeant. Oh my God, I forgot his name. Well, he's a sergeant down here at DSS who's in charge of the investigation. He told me today that Letitia told him when he went out there to the home that on Friday, Kimari was fussy and he wouldn't eat and he didn't go to bed until 3 a.m. She told that to the investigator, but Miss Tyler Terry told me something totally different.
Whenever you can, I'm gonna need. I really want to get the full name of this sergeant. So, what did Tyler Terry? What did she tell you that was different from what Letitia told the sergeant?
I'm sorry, it's Sergeant Mitchell who I was talking with. Sergeant Mitchell.
Okay. And what's how did the story differ from Tyler Terry's to Letitia's? What did Tyler Terry tell you?
Okay, because on that Saturday, like I said, when she told me, he passed away and stuff like that, I immediately said, "Listen, I gotta get off this phone." So I got off the phone with her. I did. And I tried to get myself together, calm myself down and all that. Then I called her back and I asked her, I said, "Miss Terry, what happened to my baby? Where is my baby? I want to see him. What was wrong?" And she said out her mouth, "Miss Morgan, I don't know. All I do know is that Miss Letitia said that it was a normal night."
There's no way that it could be normal if she just said the baby was up to 3 o'clock.
First of all, if this 1-year-old baby has been fussy and won't eat nothing, won't like nothing, why didn't you just take him to the hospital? Then he's up
Facts.
to 3 and you put him in a playpen, not no no crib where they say I got to have when he come back home, but you put him in a playpen to sleep, and then you go in there at 10 a.m. to check on him, and he's unresponsive. Come on, man. And I get the call at 12:40 p.m.
Have you seen your baby?
No, I have not.
You haven't seen your baby you haven't seen your baby since he passed away?
So I have.
Your audio's choppy, Brianna. What'd you do different?
Hold on. I think my phone. Sorry. Let me hook me up. Now, what was that? I'm sorry.
You haven't seen your baby since your baby was since your baby passed away. Has she, Miss Parker? Has she seen her baby
No,
since she passed away? Not at
no.
all.
They won't even show her the
Oh, there,
autopsy.
there.
Brianna, they haven't showed her
Yes,
the
I'm here.
autopsy. Okay, there she go.
Okay.
She
No,
was asking you, have you seen the baby and stuff like that, and explain the autopsy to Toot as
no.
well.
Okay, they got the autopsy back today about 12:40, and they won't let me get well, the investigator, the sergeant, he will not let me get a copy of it because the case is still under investigation. But on the autopsy, it says that basically he didn't have any illness. Um, it wasn't like no trauma that was done, but he had bruises on his cheek, chin, and temple. So yeah, so they're gonna the cause of death is still pending.
And you got all of this information too. Is if I can ask you, when did the incident happen?
You talking about
Like when was your baby found unalive? The exact date.
on the 24th, the 24th, May the 24th.
Sergeant Mitchell. Do you know the first name, or you just know Sergeant Mitchell?
I got it, but I would have to like look through my phone to get
Okay.
his actual, first name.
Okay. Also, Letitia. Do she have a last name?
Lindsay with a Z.
Now, is there other kids in Latasha's care now?
No, my daughter was there, but they removed her
Now,
and put
your
her.
your your other daughters. I know you said it was three that stayed with family, and it was three that had to go away.
Yeah.
Now, the other two remaining. Do you know where they are?
Today, yes, I found out where Zariah is at today, and Zakari, he's been with family since the beginning. He's with his grandfather.
Okay. So as of right now, you only have one little girl that's still in the system.
I still have two.
There's two.
I have
That's because
Zakari,
that's
and
yeah.
yep,
Zakari. So Zakari is, you said Zariah. So those are the only two. Everybody else is with family.
yes.
Okay.
And tell Toot about how your grandmother got approved for the
Oh
foster care.
yes,
They wouldn't even give them to, you know what I'm saying, to get them out of
yeah.
the foster care and give them to her. Go ahead.
Yeah, my grandmother went and got her foster care. She took the classes in Oxford and she graduated and got her certificate. She's just waiting on the actual license to come in the mail, but she can foster care kids. She already has one in her custody. I forgot to tell you that, Miss Parker. She already has a child in her home through social service, but in from Granville County. So we're trying to figure out why she couldn't. She was willing to get Kimari and Zariah from the beginning, and they will not let her get them.
And you also said that Letitia's stuff expired. You found
Yes,
out that
in
her.
February. It expired in February, and they said that she is now going through Person County Social Service to get her license through them, but she don't have her license right now. She's getting them through Person County Social Services now.
That would be the hold up because CPS would be found liable for placing kids in unlicensed houses. Tyler Terry, this lady here, has there ever been like have you ever had any personal issues with her at all?
She's very rude.
Okay.
She's very, very rude. I talk to people in a very respectful way. I don't talk nasty. Even though I'm going through what I'm going through, I still give them respect. And she still has a nasty attitude. Even when we was asking questions about my child, she was getting so hostile about us asking her questions, which I feel we had the right to do. So I feel like she might have a personal issue with me. I don't know, but that's what it's given. That's
Okay.
what it's given.
So Sergeant Mitchell that's handling the case and things like this.
Yes.
So right now Letitia is still just at the house, just with other
Yep.
kids and stuff.
I'm not sure if she has other kids there. I do know, like when she used to send me pictures, there used to be kids around them, but I don't know if they're actually placed in her home. I don't know too much detail about that.
All right, bet. And all of this is North Carolina, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let me. I want to. I want to run some. I want to run some backgrounds to see if Letitia or Tyler Terry has ever had any issues before when it comes down to certain cases.
Yeah.
I'm reaching out to right now. They finna figure that part out. My second thing is, and you said that this incident happened on the 24th, and you haven't had seen your baby at all since then.
At all, not even a
No,
peek or anything.
no.
Nothing.
Did they at least share where your baby was being held?
Yes, he was being held at the examiner's office in Raleigh.
And that's where they saying he still is now.
No, as of today, I went ahead and started making his arrangements. So he has been moved to the funeral home where we're going to have his service at.
Okay, I know this might be a little bit sensitive. Are you doing any cremation or are you just doing
No, no,
oh,
no cremation at all.
please don't do that. Don't do that
No,
right now.
no, absolutely not.
Um and as so far, the only person who did the autopsy is the people through Raleigh, right?
Correct.
My next question is if the push came to shove after services, would you feel okay with having an independent autopsy done?
Yes.
Okay.
And two, I sent you Brianna's number. I
Okay.
texted her
Okay.
number too.
Okay. Thank you too. Yeah, we gonna let us do some work on this. I think I got all the information that I need and stuff. And you said that the only drug test that you had ever failed was marijuana, correct?
Yep,
No
the
other drug.
first one.
Okay, that was
No.
that was the first and only one, correct?
Yep.
That still should have been a problem. You said that this was last year.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sergeant Mitchell. All right, I'm gonna be out. Thank you, Miss Parker. I'm gonna
So,
call. I'll get back in touch with you in a second.
okay.
Let us cook real quick.
Okay. And
All right.
Brianna, I sent
Yeah.
Tucci your number, so I'm gonna let you go so y'all can connect and
Okay.
I know she's gonna help you. I couldn't think of nobody better to get you see how she got busy. You get what
Yes.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
she had called me right on time and I seen that she had called me and I was like, let me let Tu know what's going on. I meant to tell her earlier, but she, you know what I'm saying? She lost her contacts. But you go ahead, Brianna, and wait for to get in touch with you. And you got my number. You call me if you need me, okay? Her device lost connection. Man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for pulling up. Toot is the truth. Marijuana is legal. I will let Toot know that too. That marijuana is legal in the state. They ganged her outside her home at 1 in the morning. 1 in the morning. Okay, Tom. 1 in the morning. You know it's like that's crazy work that you get ganged outside your home and boom, here goes your kids gone. And not only is your kids gone, you're doing everything that it takes to get your kids parenting classes. You failed one drug test, and she was honest with the people as well that you know what I'm saying, that did it. So that's crazy work to me, or whatever. Let me see. Okay, I got you. Okay, thank you, Tone. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. Isn't the system messed up? This system is so, the CPS system is so corrupt. Now we have unalived 1-year-old Kemari Morgan. And you guys, for the title, I left out the M. Typing fast, I will go back and fix it. She hasn't seen her baby. No, nothing. No answers, no nothing. Nothing. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you. Right, why she can't see her baby, Carla? No answers. Only wake up. What do you? How do you feel? You wake up, you can't even see your baby that's been unalived. The conflicting of the stories with Letitia. You're getting mistreated. Y'all call her on the phone at that. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine getting a phone call while I'm at work and you're saying, sit down. Right, what are y'all hiding? And Tone, the fact that she left, she ain't even got her license. She lost her license, but her mother is licensed. Her mother is licensed, and they would not let her children go there. Because had they let her children go there, them kids would have, man, that baby would have still been alive, I'm telling you. The hospital visits, because of alleged boil that nobody, you have to find out through a third party with that. Nah, man, Jordan, you know, it is love. I'm sick to my stomach right now. When I seen this, I said, I gotta help her. I can't. So salute to the subscriber that sent it to me. They said, Ms. Parker, you gotta do this. You gotta reach out to her. What you saying? Sorry, sister, y'all. My mouth shut. I know it goes through whatever it does and does what it wants. I'm trying to see if I can get it back on track. They screwed up at this point for not giving that baby. And y'all tell me my baby got bruises, but that ain't it. How do y'all know? How do y'all know y'all ain't even got the autopsy bag? So how do y'all know what's on his temple? How did that happen? How did that happen? How do y'all explain this to this mother? When y'all ain't even really, they ain't even explaining nothing to Brianna. Because it seems like now, I could be wrong, if a child is in CPS foster care of some sort, that they should be responsible for the arrangements. But I'm not for me. I mean, at this point, Kenya, are we even going to the arrangements this far? What happened to her baby? Why she can't see her baby? Why hasn't she got her baby? Why has it been almost a year and she don't got her kids? And she's completed her parenting classes and she's only had one failed drug screen. That's crazy that these kids have been in this system this long. Right, adjusted. But y'all put them in foster care and I can see her kids shouldn't have been gone this long for that. Right, why can't she identify her son? Then, like she said, Drea, put him in a playpen and not a bed. Right, Milky Way. Right. And he said there is no news about it. That's what I'm saying, the full life. This is crazy. She had to go to the news people. She had to go to the news people. Yes, she does, childish. Yes, she does. She went today, Talonda, but she had to make the initiative to go. But the fact that she's not even licensed. She's not even licensed. Come on, strength. Absolutely. I know, Dr. J. Why did they skip over grandparents? Right, that's what I want to know, Popcorn. How did her mother get served? But then they say her mother that's just a certificate. But okay, the other woman didn't have nothing. She lost hers. Her shit was gone. So what are we talking about? Right, Jordan, like that's what I'm saying. Right, the full life. This girl ain't even wrapped her head around the fact that she don't even know what her baby look like. She don't even know what her child looks like, y'all. This is that faulty CPS man, a national problem, Tone. You hear me? A national problem. Man, y'all shout out to Tutti. Cause I knew if nobody else could help, Tutti could come through. I didn't know Tutti was gonna pull up till I called her. And I was like, Tutti, I need your help. I need your help. Cause I don't even got no words can't explain to me. Words can't explain. I think Toot's gonna help her, Carla. Toot's gonna help her. Thank you, Jacqueline, for becoming a member. But my stomach hurts for this girl because the 24th, y'all call me at work. I'm chilling, working. So the girl's working. She's doing everything she can. Do y'all not see how corrupt the system is? The people where the kids are getting hurt, they're left in the home to suffer, but where the kids are okay over a fight outside? We're talking about a fight outside. No monster Jarvis is in the house or nothing. A fight outside where I get gamed. Leads to my kids being gone for a year and then not that one of my kids unalived. Where she tells the sergeant, yeah, he was feeling a little, like he wasn't eating or nothing. But like the mother said, we got a mother that actually cares. She said, you didn't take my baby to the hospital, no nothing? Nothing? Yeah, I'm definitely keeping in contact with her. Talk with Prince. They don't want her to know. Yep. They don't want her to know they're hiding something. And now I'm glad she said, hey, imperfectly, my love, miss you. For the fact that she said they were nasty to her, because that's how they be. But they be nasty to the wrong people. Because ever since I've talked to this girl, I ain't felt an ounce of pinch, even not even a pinch of anything bad about this girl. Right, the full life. It needs the exposure. That's why I told her, I said, let me put this out. Let me put this story out. Because I said, that way, no. Rare jewel, not a decency. Not the decency. I don't even know as a mother how to feel. I couldn't see mine. She's so calm, y'all. Because she just want her baby. She just want to see her baby. That's all she kept saying. She wants to see her baby. She wants her baby. I can't. For the parents that don't do nothing wrong, y'all, man. This girl said she just want her baby. Put these kids in worse situations. You know what I'm saying? We are doomed. Our system is. Our kids are doomed. Our kids are doomed. I couldn't imagine what she going through. Y'all know how hurt it was just turning on the phone about wanting her baby. She just wants her baby. She wants to hold her baby and see her baby. You not knowing that going to a visit, that's your last visit, and they got the audacity to call you over the phone and tell you to sit down so they can tell your baby's on the line. And then when you say, where, oh, we already transported him and you can't see him. Wait, what? What? A 1 year old. This is her 1 year old baby. This is her baby. Y'all know how we love our kids, want to love on our grandkids or our children, kiss on our kids, and she just wants to hold her baby. She wants to see her child. Y'all ain't giving her nothing. And then not only that, to tell you, oh yeah, he got a bruise on his temple. And you see on the paperwork, he got a bruise on his temple, he got a bruise here, and that ain't what you seen and known last. We got a problem. And then to say the baby just fell down or something, but you ain't even got the results to just say, they thinking he just fell down, he hurt himself. No, my baby's no longer alive. I want answers. She's got that right. We want to know why her mother couldn't get custody with that certificate. But the person that had the baby in custody had none since February. Nothing but blue hearts, y'all. Shout out to you too. Thank you so much for helping me with Brianna. Brianna, you know I'm here. I told you over the phone, man. Me and my riders ain't gonna never leave you alone. You know what I'm saying? We're forever here. Thank y'all so much for pouring into me. Salute to everybody. I'm broken right now. Man, when she sent me that picture of him, I just fell in love all over again, and I wanted him. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could save all the kids, and we can't, and it hurts. Shout out to y'all. I'll see y'all back here later on tonight. Appreciate each and every one of y'all, man, for real. Thank y'all, and thank to Uncensored.
So here's to Miss Parker, the star of the show, bringing light to the world everywhere she goes. Tune in.
Hot R&E shit, nigga. ATM shit.
Fucking dummies.
This a letter to my granny.
This a letter to you.
You know I miss you badly, my baby.
I miss you.
I don't think nobody understand what I'm going through.
I don't think they will.
I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, you gonna eat.
Forever.
I promise you I'm gonna get you that house.
I promise you.
You know, it hurt me when I see you take your last breath.
It hurt me bad.
But I know you gonna want me to keep going.
Keep going.
That was my mama's song. That was a letter to my mama from my nephew. It's my favorite song. I needed to cover me right now. I almost forgot. I was letting y'all leave. This is what I was reading before I started my show. Let me find her. Jarvis's daughter did reach out to me. Let me find it. I want to read y'all the end of what she said. I don't want to get into because she doesn't trust people right now. And what she said was kind of personal, so I want to keep it there. She said, I hate myself, and I think I'm so ugly. I got this monster's whole face. Thank you so much for all your hard work. I love you with all my heart. To hear her say that, said she hates herself because she has Jarvis's face. She doesn't feel pretty. And she doesn't trust anybody. But she says she appreciates all my hard work. And she loves me with all her heart. And I say, you are not ugly. You are beautiful. You are strong. And so I said, I don't know what these kids are going through. But just that last sentence alone bothered me to where I want to help her as much as I can. And when I know that feeling of hate myself, not feeling pretty. But she says she hates herself because she looks like Jarvis. She even sent me a picture of herself. She said, I hate me. If that don't bother y'all, and if she's feeling this way as old as she is, she said, my marriage is in shambles. She said, my mother. And it ain't even what we think with the mother. It's way, way deeper. Shit that we've been saying, and now, if you know, you know. So I was broken before I even started the show. Because she had just literally hit me up right when I was starting the show. This monster has painted a stain on his children that will never go away. Because it's going to be parents, even when those kids get older, it's not going to want their kids around them. All of that. Okay, PJ. So, again, he has ruined so many lives. Yeah. And to the person that she put in here, we've talked about you already. Your day is coming. I hope to God, when they take Monster Bus down, that they take you down in any and everything affiliated to you, because you are just as sick as him. If y'all only knew what she wrote me. But I hope God comes through like a wrecking ball to each and every one of y'all, because y'all are some sick individuals up in Detroit. Your auto shop and everything is going to come down. It's going to crumble while you're watching. I know. Everything about these people is going to come down. And when it does, I'm going to be right there. Because I'm going to be there for her. I am. Yeah, I am. And each and every one of those other kids that need us, I'm going to be right there. I'm going to keep being a voice through to the end of time. Wherever they need me and my riders, we're going to be there. But we in for a long ride ahead of us. But these kids need us right now more than ever. Thank you, T, the Goddess. Now I'm going to play my mama's song, A Letter to My Mama, from my nephew. And I'll see y'all later tonight.
Grinding.
Keep grinding.
But I got you forever. I promise you that.
Hey, yo, Jeffrey, this one broke my heart.
Yeah, I lost my granny. Niggas wouldn't understand the type of pain I was going through. I was broke inside, niggas never seen, cause I kept a smile on my face. Walking alone in the night, just trying to talk to you. Tears rolling down my face, feeling like I'm lost in space. Smoking blunts back to back every day. Nigga hurt inside, certain nights I cry. Wishing you was here with me, I can't even lie. I can't even put it into words. It's like, you ever lost somebody that was so close to you? Feel me? He raised me to be the man I am. She never wanted me on the block, but every day a nigga told her Glock because the city hot. She always told me do my Diddy bop, and every day was a funny day. Nothing came between us now. She was more like a mother, never raised a sucker. Nigga try to play, nigga bet I put you under. Yeah, she showed me how to hustle. Now I know how to flip it. Now I'm watching double. Facts. I keep thinking about that night before my 21st birthday, and I had your shirt in the car with me, just riding around the block. I was like, yeah, she gonna be proud. Now my foot up on the gas, nigga moving fast, nigga tryna get a bag. Nigga gotta get a Cuban link for the team. She say, damn D, why the fuck you hella me? Cause I ain't got the time. Yeah, nigga gotta grind.